Well, I can't hear them. I wonder if I'm having a problem.
Oh, you're hearing me? Anything? No?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, no problem. We're good.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. You're welcome. Oh, what is it? Oh, Chief. I told him. Oh, to the God of all thanks. I know it's right there, right? Because he's been here so early. I don't know. At least we got a good amount organized for the wedding, you know? Be nice, actually. I know they don't want a lot of us to play. I feel just that a lot of people see us. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Right. Oh, that's it.
We hear about it. Good to see you. You don't want to be with us? You don't want to sing this week?
Tonight? Yeah. I can sing. Just give me this. Well, I don't know which one it takes.
There are three of them. These three, any of these three. I checked the batteries on them. I think they'll be all right. And I've left some on charge as well. You're okay for yours? Okay, good, fine. Good evening, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Happy to have you all with us today, as always. We ask kindly that you stand as we begin our evening service with the lighting of the Sabbath candles.
In the spirit of our ancient tradition that hallows and unites Israel in all lands and all ages, we now kindle the Sabbath lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu, b'mitzvotav etzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us by thy laws and commanded us to kindle the Sabbath lights. May the Lord bless us with Sabbath joy. May the Lord bless us with Sabbath holiness. May the Lord bless us with Sabbath peace.
Ask that you remain standing, please, as we continue with our opening prayer. It can be found on page 194, number 1, if you wish to follow. May it be thy will, O Lord our God, to lead us in thy ways, that thy name may be honored and Israel be blessed by our actions. May we walk according to the precepts of thy law, and remaining firm in our devotion to thee, may we never fall into temptation or shame. May our better nature always prompt us to discharge our duties faithfully and to do with a willing heart. Gird us with strength to govern our inclinations in accordance with thy will. Grant, O Father, that by our conduct we may win favor in thine eyes and in the eyes of our fellow men. Amen. May be seated. And service will continue. As always, Shalom Aleichem, page 11.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet.
Malchei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Hoachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuli Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malchei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Sechem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We continue with responsive reading, page 12, a Psalm of David. Ascribe unto the Lord, O ye sons of the mighty, ascribe unto the Lord glory and power.
Ascribe unto the Lord the glory due unto his name. Worship the Lord in the glory of the sanctuary.
The voice of the Lord is upon the waters, the God of glory thundereth. The Lord is upon mighty waters.
The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is full of majesty.
The voice of the Lord breaketh the cedars, yea, the Lord shivereth the cedars of Lebanon.
He also maketh them to skip like a calf, Lebanon and Syrian like a young ram.
The voice of the Lord flasheth flames of fire.
The voice of the Lord shaketh the wilderness. The Lord shaketh the wilderness of Kadesh.
The voice of the Lord causeth the oaks to shake and maketh the forest bare, while in his temple everything says glory.
The Lord sat enthroned at the flood.
Yea, the Lord is as king forever.
The Lord will give strength unto his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace. Amen.
Lecha Dodi Litrat Kala Beni Shabbat Kabbalat Shamor v'zachor Bedibu Echad Yishmi'anu El HaMehuchad Adonai Echad Usmo Echad Hashem Multifet Belit Hilo Lichrat Shabbat Lechu Vanelcha Ki Mecho Habracha Mehosh Mikerem Nesucha Sof Maaseh V'chak Shava'ah Techila Ohi Shalom Ateret Bala Am B'simcha U'B'sahala Toch Emuneh Am Segula Ohi Chala Ohi Chala Lecha Dodi Litrat Kala Beni Shabbat Echavela.
Mizmor Shel Yom HaShabbat. It is good to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High.
Declare
Declare the loving kindness in the mornings and faithfulness in the nights.
Upon the 10-stringed instrument and upon the psaltery, and with a solemn sound upon the harp.
For thou, Lord, hast made me rejoice with thy wonderful works. I therefore will triumph in the works of thy hands.
How great, O Lord, are all thy works, how exceedingly profound are thy thoughts.
An ignorant man knoweth it not, neither doth a fool understand this.
When the wicked spring up like grass and the workers of iniquity flourish, it is that they may be destroyed forever.
Thou, O Lord, art exalted forevermore.
For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered.
But thou hast exalted my horn like that of the ram. My declining age shall be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eye hath seen the falls of my enemies, and that of the wicked who rise up against me. Mine ears shall hear.
The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon.
Planted in the house of the Lord, they shall flourish in the courts of our God.
They shall still blossom in old age. They shall be full of sap and verdant.
Declare that the Lord is with us, my rock in whom there is no unrighteousness.
The Lord reigneth clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed and hath girded himself with power. The world is also established, that it cannot be moved.
Thy throne, O Lord, is established from of old, or from all eternity.
The floods, O Lord, raise themselves up. They lift up their voice, and the floods raise up their waves.
Yea, might and the voice of many mighty waters, and the billows of the ocean are on high, O Lord.
Thy testimonies are most faithful. Holiness beseemeth thy temple, O Lord, unto the utmost of days. Ask the congregation to stand, please. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Bless ye the Lord, who is ever blessed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Blessed be the Lord, who is blessed forever and ever. You may be seated. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who by thy word causest the evening to advance, who with wisdom openest the gates of heaven, and with understanding changes times and variest the seasons, and disposes the stars in their stations in the sky according to thy will. Thou createst day and night, causest the light to recede from before the darkness, and the darkness before the light. Thou causest the day to pass away, and bringest on the night, and makest the division between day and night. The Lord of hosts is thy name. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who bringest on the evening twilight. And we continue together. With everlasting love hast thou loved the house of Israel, thy people. A law and commandments, statutes and judgments hast thou taught us. Therefore, O Lord our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will discourse of thy statutes. We will rejoice and exalt in the instructive words of thy Torah, commandments and statutes forever and ever. For they are our life and the prolongation of our days, and on them we meditate day and night. May thy love never depart from us. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who lovest thy people Israel. I ask that you kindly stand for the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kevo Malkuto Leolam Vaed. Blessed be his name, whose glorious kingdom is forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הערים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על אוהביך, ושנתתם לבניך ותבם בשבתך בתיך ולותך בדרך בשבתך וקומך, ושתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
We continue together, page 16. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command this day shall be in thy heart. Thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. Thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thy house and upon thy gates. You may be seated. And it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments which I command you this day, to love the Lord your God, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, that I will give the rain of your land in its due season, the former rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather in thy corn and thy wine and thine oil. And I will give grass in thy field for thy cattle, and thou shalt eat and be satisfied. Take heed to yourselves, lest your heart be deceived, and ye turn aside, and serve other gods, and worship them. And the anger of the Lord will be kindled against you, and he will shut up the heaven that there be no rain, and that the land will not yield her fruit, and he perish quickly from off the goodly land, which the Lord giveth you. Therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart and in your soul, and ye shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. Ye shall teach them to your children, talking of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thy house and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children, upon the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them, as the days of the heavens above the earth. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר בני ישראל ונאמרת עליהם ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי, וגדיהם לדורותם ונעתנו על ציצית הכנף בתלתי קלט, והיה לכם לציצית. הוריתם אותו, זכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני, ועשיתם אותם, ולא תעתו רוח על לבבכם, ואחריכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוציא אתכם ארץ מצרים, לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen. Our hymn this evening can be found on page 211, number 8, to the God of all creation.
To the God of all creation, let us sing with cheerful voice. In the rock of our salvation, let us heartily rejoice. In his presence let us gather, with glad hearts and thankful lays, and to God our heavenly Father show our joy with songs of praise. He is King among all nations, God above all gods is he. In his hands are earth's foundations, the strong hills and rolling sea. He created land and ocean, he with beauty clothes the sword. Let us bow in deep devotion, bless our Maker and our God.
Just a couple announcements. JJCPF, as you know, the cemetery people, as I call them for short, will be here on the 25th of January. And they'll be here for usually a week, as always they are. And they'll be working, I'm told, at both Orange Street, Hunts Bay, and our archives during this period. And we look forward. There'll be a number of volunteers from Pennsylvania, University of Pennsylvania, that will be accompanying them. Also be here with them. And as always, anyone from our congregation who'd like to participate, help at any time during that week, you're welcome. Just let the office know. And so we can align up everything with JJCPF to make sure that everything works smoothly. I'm happy to have them always again. Had another pleasant phone conversation with Catherine Woods. She'll be married in our synagogue on March the 8th, right, from abroad. Catherine's daddy's here to check out things, right, to make sure everything is all right. But she and her husband are musicians, singer-musicians, learning a lot in the last couple of hours, and look forward to having a ceremony in our synagogue for the first time in quite a few years. So that will be, and actually, Catherine and her husband, actually did their wedding ceremony in Portugal. Correct, right, Dayton? And Los Angeles. They had a double thing, but actually went back to Portugal. Her roots, as you will hear about more. And wonderful to actually be celebrating a wedding ceremony in our synagogue after, quite a number of years. Yeah? Possibly, yes. All right, yeah. So it's been a while, but we're looking forward to that, especially too. That's not until March 8th, but since her dad is here with us this evening and chose to remain at service with us and enjoy the service, it's well worth. So look forward to that a lot. I think that's everything for announcements this week. So we will continue on page 18 with responsive reading. True and firmly establishes all this with us, that he is the Lord our God with none besides him, and we Israel are his people.
He hath redeemed us from the hand of kings, and he is our king who hath delivered us from the grasp of all oppressors.
He is the God who hath avenged us of our adversaries and dealt out a recompense to the enemies of our souls.
He hath appointed our soul to life, and hath not suffered our feet to slip.
He hath caused us to tread on the high places of our enemies, and exalted our horn above all who hate us.
He is a God who vindicated us before Pharaoh by signs and miracles wrought in the land of the children of Ham.
In his wrath he smote all the firstborn of Egypt, and brought out his people Israel from among them unto everlasting freedom.
He caused his people to pass before the divisions of the Red Sea, and sunk their pursuers and enemies in the depths.
His children beheld his might. They praised and gave thanks to his name, and willingly submitted to his dominion.
Moses and the children of Israel sang a song unto thee with great joy. They all said, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi chamocha nehidar b'kodesh, lo tehilot
Upon the sea, O Lord our God, thy children beheld thy majesty. Altogether they praised thee, proclaiming thy kingly power, and said, Adonai imloch leolam vaed, the Lord shall reign forever and ever.
And it is said, For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob, and rescued him from a hand mightier than he.
Blessed art thou, O Lord, who hast redeemed Israel. Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Avinu leshalom Behamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Tovim Ushalom Ufros
Ufros,
Alleluia. Sukkot, Sukkot Shelomecho, V'takienu Be'etza Tova Milefanecha Ve'oshienu Be'era Lema Shemecha Ve'hagen Agadenu Ufros
Ufros,
Aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot Rachamim V'Shalom Baruch Atah Adonai Haporei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu Ve'amo Yisrael Yerushalayim Amen.
Blessed art thou, O Lord, who spreadest the tabernacle of peace over us and over thy people Israel, over Jerusalem and over all mankind. Amen. We ask the congregation to stand, please, for the evening V'Shomru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ילמד בפירותי, ימליך מלכותי, יצמח כוחני, וחרב משכי, בחייכון ובייכון, ובידי כל בית ישראל, בגאלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, אלא מעל מעלמיה יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר, ויתרומם, ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתהלל, ויתהלל, שמחודשה ברכו. להנמין כל ברכתה, שירתה, תשבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמא, ואמרו אמן.
We continue together, middle of page 21. In this moment of silent communion with thee, O God, a still small voice speaks in the depth of my spirit. It speaks to me of the things I must do, my allotted task with unflagging faithfulness, even though the eye of no taskmaster is on me. I must be gentle in the face of ingratitude or when slander distorts my noblest motives. I must come to the end of each day with a feeling that I have used its gifts gratefully and faced its trials bravely. O Lord, help me to be ever more like thee, holy, for thou art holy, loving, for thou art loving. Speak to me then, O Lord, as I seek thee again and again in the stillness of meditation, until thy bidding shall at last become for me a hallowed discipline, a familiar way of life, so that I may live on in deeds that bless other lives and leave behind me the heritage of a good name. You may take the next few moments in silent personal prayer, or be your wish, you may chant the Amidah silently. That can be found on page 39 and 40. We continue, page 21. O my God, guard my tongue from evil and my lips from uttering deceit. Let my soul be silent towards those that curse me. And grant that my soul may be humble as the dust to everyone. Open my heart to receive thy Torah, that my soul may pursue thy commandments. Speedily, I beseech thee, frustrate the devices and destroy the machinations of all those who rise up against me for evil. O grant it for the sake of thy name. Grant it for the sake of thy right hand. Grant it for the sake of thy Torah. Grant it for the sake of thy holiness. O save me with thy right hand and answer me.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer.
עושה שלום במרומיו, וברחמיו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. אמן.
אמן. יום השישי ויאכלו השמיים והארץ, ויחוז וחום, ויאכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי בכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
Continue together in the middle of page 22. Our God and God of our fathers, accept, we beseech thee, our rest. Sanctify us with thy commandments and grant our portion in thy Torah. Satisfy us with thy goodness, gladden our souls with thy salvation, and purify our hearts to serve thee in truth. Cause us, O Lord our God, to inherit thy holy Sabbath with love and delight, and grant that all Israel who hallow thy name may have rest thereon. Blessed art thou, Lord, who hallowest the Sabbath. In this solemn hour, consecrated to our beloved dead, we ponder over the flight of time, the frailty and uncertainty of human life. We ask ourselves, what are we? What is our life? To what purpose our wisdom and knowledge? Wherein is our strength, our power, our fame? Alas, man seems born to trouble, and his years are few and full of travail. But our great teachers have taught us to penetrate beneath appearances and see the higher worth, the deeper meaning, and the abiding glory of human life. Amen. And let us sanctify the names of those who have gone before us. The Mourner's Kaddish on page 22 and 23. It kadal ve'et kadash shemeraba. Bialma devra kirote viamlik malkote ve'atzmak pukane vikarev meshike. Bekai ekonomikun v'kayav dechol be'Israel ba'alav izman kariv v'emro amen. Ehe shemeraba mevarak le'alam le'al maya yit barak. Vishtabak vitapar vitruman vitnase vitadar vitale vitalal shemedekusha bereku. Le'lam min kol berchata shirata tishbekata v'nachamata damiran be'alma v'emro amen. Ehe shlamaraba min shamaya chaim v'sava Yeshua v'nekama v'shesba refuah v'la salaka v'kapara v'ravak v'hatzala lano l'kol amo Yisrael v'emru amen. Ose shalom b'mromav uvrachamav yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emru amen.
Ose shalom b'mromav yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ose shalom yumav, yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emru amen.
To all our beloved departed whom we now remember, may peace and bliss be granted in life eternal. May the Father of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort any bereaved among us. And let us say,
Amen.
you may be seated, and service will continue with the 23rd Psalm, page 24.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths garments of righteousness for his name's sake, his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, thy rod and thy staff, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. They comfort me. Surely, surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever, forever, forever.
Shabbat Shalom. Again, good evening, everyone. This week we begin the reading of the book of Shemot, Parashat Shemot, the book of Exodus. And it's probably, apart maybe even the beginning of Genesis, you'll say the beginning of Genesis, but as a complete book, it is the most read, most liked, most understood, I think, more than any of the others. I'll just share a little bit with you this evening, a short bit on Shemot. This is a short verse, if you wish, written by Frances Ellen Watkins Harper, and it is entitled, "Bury Me in a Free Land." Make me a grave where you will, in a lowly plain or a lofty hill. Make it among earth's humblest graves, but not in a land where men are slaves. Over the course of 40 chapters, the book of Exodus tells a story of the path from enslavement to freedom, from liberation to revelation. It is a song of hope that reverberates across the generations, the promise of freedom and of transformation whispered into the ears of those who live under the weight of oppression. In Parashat Shemot, we meet the God of Exodus, a God who champions life, brings about liberation, and infuses new hope and possibility into the world. As theologian James Cone wrote, in the Exodus Sinai tradition, Adonai is disclosed as the God of history, whose revelation is identical with God's power to liberate the oppressed. There is no knowledge of Adonai except through God's political activity on behalf of the weak and helpless of the land. In other words, God of the oppressed. There is a greater force at work in the world than the decree of any Pharaoh. The book of Exodus tells us, and God's message is clear, those who are born into slavery need not die in slavery. We will do a lot more on Shemot and this whole aspect of oppressed and oppressiveness and freedom, and in the coming weeks, you can be sure. Thank you for allowing me to share with you. Would you kindly stand as the ark is open, and may I ask Mark Goodman, one of our directors, to open the ark for us this evening. Service will continue with the adoration, Aleinu, page 25.
Aleinu leshabeach la'adon ha'chol latet klo yatzer bereshit shelo asanu kegoye ha'asot ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה שלא תם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו בכל עמונה ושכבים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוצר הארץ ומשב יקר בשמיים ממעל ושכינת עוזו ירב אלוהים הוא אלוהינו ועבוד אמת מלכנו ארץ כסולתו כך כתוב בתורה והרת היום והשבות אל אביך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל והארץ מתחת עינו נאמר היה אדוני המלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We bow in worship before the King of Kings, the Holy One, blessed be He, who stretched out the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, the seat of whose glory and the abode of whose might is in the loftiest heights. He is our God and there is no other. In truth, He is our King and there is none beside Him. As it is written in the law, know therefore this day and lay it to thy heart, the Lord, He is God in heaven above, upon the earth beneath. There is none else. We beseech thee, O God, on behalf of those who are stricken in health and strength. On this Sabbath, we ask for your blessings on Tony Lindo, who are blessed to have worship with us this evening. For Ainsley Henriquez and Erica Cooper and Yvonne Binns. For Carl and Judy Estick and Susan Dodd. James Pear and Candy Paz. Robert Epstein and Brian Bitter. Heinz Becker. Ione Smith. Pet Allen, Heather Bent, and Devon Horton. And especially this evening for Lawrence Smith, the son of Muncie Galan. Let thy blessing descend upon the means used for the restoration of thy servants, and increase the wisdom and knowledge of all those who are battling for humanity. May the afflicted amongst us learn patience under trials, and speedily be restored to health and usefulness. Baruch atah Adonai rofei kol amo Yisrael. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who healest the sick of thy people Israel, and of all mankind. And for all those who are ill at this time in our community, and those who, if not in our community, are near and dear to us, we chant for their healing. Mishaberak.
Mi sheberach avotenu makor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu makor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalama, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
You may be seated, and service will continue with our closing hymn, Yigdal.
Yigdal Elohim Chai, Ve'yishtabach, Nitzah ve'en tekel, Metziuto, Echad ve'en yachid, Ke'ichudo, Ne'am ve'am en sof, E'achduto. Elo temut haguf, ve'eino guf, lo nachrach ela kedushato, hadman lechol davar asher nivra, rishon ve'en reshit vereshito. Hino Adon Olam lechol asar, Yoreh gedulato umalchuto, shefa nevuato netano el, anshe segulato v'tifrato. Lo kam beYisrael kemo sheol, Nabi umatbiteh temunato, Torah temet natan le'amoel, al yad neviyo le'man beito. Lo Yisrael Elo Yamim, Dato le'olamim lezulato, Sofer yadea setarenu, Manbit nosof davar v'kadmuto. Umelech ish chasid emifalo, noten lerasharam perishato, lichlach leketz yamim meshichenu, לפדות מחפץ ישועתו. מתים מחייל ברוב חסדו, Baruch Adonai, Shem Tehillah, Ele Shalosh Esrei Lehikarim, Hinam Nesodatem Et Torato.
Ask the congregation to kindly stand for the final blessings. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you.
Amen.
Shalom. May the Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you and grant you and all those near and dear to you with the blessing of peace.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat
happy
Shalom.
and peaceful Sabbath to you all. Miss Monsi, wonderful to have you online this evening. It is so good to see you. I know you're going through a difficult time. Know that our hearts and our souls are with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Sir Lloyd,
Wonderful to be here.
you know this. I'm so glad. Oh, you can stay online this evening. We got everything set up in Kiddush. Remember, I told you last couple of weeks we had a little issue, but now we got it all sorted out. Thank goodness.
Good.
So you can stay on and enjoy Kiddush with us, please.
Good.
She's a fine artist, I know she was the Edna, but I'm like a sing. She's a lovely voice. You can stay with us and have a little libation. Later on? Bless you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, boss. Be good and be careful here. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Keep good now.
This is the sweetest thing. Yeah, imagine you never know when you will encounter.
Shabbat Shalom. Don't tell me we've been left to do Kiddush all by ourselves.
It looks like it.
Not good.
Not
No,
good.
I'm sure they'll remember us.
How are you, Neville?
I am doing very fine.
Good.
I understand, that you're passing through a period of mourning. May you find peace and solace in this time.
Thank you. Well, maybe he's come back to fix it.
Okay.
It wasn't set up.
Uh-huh.
Set up. It wasn't set up. I'm so sorry.
Ah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Tomorrow it will be though, for sure.
Okay.
That's
Thank
fine.
you. Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay.
Have a good
Thank
evening,
you, Magai.
everyone.
Bye.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, then.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hopefully see you tomorrow morning. Bye.
Okay.